Your peace is world's peace. Yes, I'm saying you have the responsibility for the world's peace in you. And I'm talking about you as a person, as a separated person, that you should go out into the world and do this and do that to save the world. I'm not talking from that point of view. I'm talking about the peace you feel is the same peace for everyone and for the world. It is not a separated peace. It's not a personal human emotion. It's something more than that. And I don't want you to believe me. I just want you to consider this, because these thoughts that are just symbols are triggering your natural knowledge that goes beyond your mind. So it's not about whatever I'm saying here, even when you think you understand or when you think you don't understand or agree or disagree, it just doesn't matter. Let's just follow these steps together. Because we start from this personal mind where you only care about yourself. And that's not necessarily incredibly bad, it's just misleaded love, we could say. You're just narrowing your love only to yourself, let's say. And okay, still love. It's just that in that situation, most people will be selfish and do things that are not so nice to other people. So, okay, we can improve that. So the next step is most people more ethical, religious way about it, that is treating other people as yourself and blah, blah, blah. But most of the time, this ends up being a teaching on how be nice to other people. And it's true, we can be contagious. So please do use that too. Use that capacity of spreading your peace, your love, your contentment, spreading it to the world. But I'm saying you have way more power than that, because you're not even a person that has to do that. You're not a separated person who has to save the world in the sense that you have to go out and fix all the world's problems or fight against the bad people or things like that. What I'm saying is everything is you and you are everything. And that sits you in an incredible position of responsibility. But it's not just responsibility. I want you to make you feel this as your function, as you today in this video, hearing probably the most powerful idea you can think of. And it's to realize that you have the power to actually let the world go back to peace. And the only thing you can really do is do it with yourself as a person. But you're more than that. So more things will happen that are outside of your control. So you as a person, your only responsibility is to tap in your personal peace as much as you can. And you do that by letting go of all these thoughts that are making you live in a threatening world. And just for a moment, I'm not saying completely ignore the world or anything like that. I'm just saying take a few minutes in your day to sit to meditate. And in that meditation, you're not really doing anything. You're not convincing yourself of anything. You're not ignoring anything. You're just sitting there and just letting your body rest. But most importantly, let your mind rest. That's how you deepen into meditation. And you realize little by little that you're actually living not just interconnected to the world, but you are sharing the same awareness. Everything shares the same awareness. Your personal story, the story of the world, the chaos in the world is your chaos. Everything lives in the same awareness. But this is not something to really talk about. The point of this video is not to tell you something like a piece of information. The point of this video, it is an expression of my peace to your peace through this body and mind, but I'm not really doing it. It just happens spontaneously because I have this thing to share with you, and it's to tell you you're way more important than you think. You have a great function. You're not just a limited person living in a limited body in a world that seems to be out of your control. No, you are everything. And you can change everything. But for that, you only have to not really change anything. Just let it rest. Let your mind rest. And just personally realize that you're not personal. Realize that in your mind resting in stillness, realize that there is only one awareness of everything. And everyone and everything is abiding in this awareness. You can only recognize that if your mind is pretty much still. So that's where I tell you, go and practice. This is the moment maybe to insert a practical section of this video. If you don't know where to start, this is a great book to start, The Mind Illuminated, or The Attention Revolution by Alan Wallace. Both books are just talking just modern explanations of a system that has been to play since the beginning of humanity. The peace has been there already. And this is just a methodology. You don't have to do this. Basically, you just have to find help from people who lived before you and just learn to let go of your mind step by step until you can tap into your natural peace and stillness, which will become the whole world, not just a person trying to meditate to change or improve their lives. Because peace, when you feel peace, is not your peace. It's not just an emotion. It is the essence of aliveness. It's the essence of the universe. You are safe. But we don't know it because we are lost in the movie. We are identified with a character in the dream that is living all these stories. So that's why your mind saying, no, yeah, that sounds great, but there's all these threatening situations. There's all these things out of control. But I'm saying your peace matters. Your peace is the world's peace. So imagine that the world is a sea and you're one wave and there are other waves. If you tap as a single wave into peace, there are ripples, inevitable ripples, because you are everything and everything is you. So it does matter that you feel peaceful today. And I'm not saying try to change the world by trying to fake it and try to force the world to be in a way that you want it to be. I'm saying just recognize the essence of your personal peace. And you only know that when you're resting your body and your mind. In the beginning, you certainly will have to do that by actually stopping your body and actually stopping your mind. But with a bit more of practice, you will realize that it becomes effortless and continuous in your life. And that's the moment where you will be able to sustain a profound sense of peace in your life. And again, I don't want to make this video about you as a person. I want to make this video about you as me, as everything. And it does matter that you today decide peace, that you claim peace, and you do that by going beyond your mind. So calm your mind. Let it rest. Say, okay, this, okay, that. Rest in the stillness that is beyond your mind, where you recognize yourself as everything, as the only one awareness. And you will realize that your suffering is the world's suffering, and the world's suffering is your suffering. It's only different because we think it's different. That may feel a bit more uncomfortable than you wanted, but I also say your peace is the world's peace. So you have a great function. You're not just a body trying to survive. You don't have to be only worrying about your personal stuff. No, you're so much more powerful. You are everything. You see the responsibility. And the only responsibility is to make sure that you question your own delusions. You question your mind, creating imaginations. And the only way of making peace in your mind is by just disconnect it. Turn down the volume of your TV. If you're there, unplug it just for a little bit. You can turn it on later and use your mind. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful experience to be alive. I'm not saying deny life, deny your mind, deny your body. No. But I'm saying give it a rest. Because you don't give it a rest, you cannot see the truth. So meditate. Meditate, I mean the simple offering of sitting, being calm, calm your body, calm your breath. Your mind will start calming, but keep it calming it down until your mind disappears. Because your mind is actually not even real, it's just an activity. So the moment it stops, it disappears too. And in that clarity, you will see the truth that there is only one mind that is creating all this experience of the world. And this is great news, because you're not a powerless person in a chaotic world full of hate and suffering. No, your suffering is the suffering. Your peace is the truth. So you as a person, letting go of your suffering and resting in the peace that you are, is the same as the world doing the same. So as a different part of you, as a reflection of you, as a part of your mind, I'm asking you to give it a try. Take a deep breath. And let everything go. Calm your body, calm your mind. Calm your breath. And as the mind starts diluting its activity, you start trusting in just being here. At some point, you will realize there is only one mind, there is only one thing. And you start noticing that when you're not sure if you're breathing air, if you're breathing the world, or if the world is breathing you. At some point you can't tell, because there is no difference. So use your breath if you want to help you feel not just this interconnectedness, but this sameness. And remember your function. Remember that your peace is the peace of the world. And every little bit, every little let go of your thoughts, of your personal drama, it's a win not just for you, but for the whole world. And rest that everything is okay. Everything is okay beyond your personal mind, always. You don't have to do anything. But you may find that your mind is very busy in the background. It's okay. Let it go. Let go. Let peace appear as the ultimate reality beyond your mind and your personal experience. Rest.